This fraction multiplication problem can be read as 1/2 of 3/8. We are beginning with something smaller than 1 and taking only part of it, so our product should be smaller than we started with.
When you multiply fractions, do you need a common denominator? Are you supposed to take the reciprocal of one of the fractions? What are you supposed to do and how are you going to remember? A model might help you remember what to do when you multiply fractions.
Let's look at our fraction strips. This long strip represents 1. 2 yellow strips equal 1, so each yellow strip is 1/2. The blue strips represent 1/3, and so on. Let's use fraction strips to complete this problem. Let's start with 3 1/8 strips to represent 3/8. Now playing around with smaller fraction strips, we can see that 3 1/16 strips equal 1/2 of 3/8. 1/2 of 3/8 is 3/16. Notice this is the same as multiplying the numerator times the numerator and the denominator times the denominator. Let's show one more way to model multiplication of fractions. We'll do some rectangle shading at the National Library for Virtual Manipulatives. You can find them at this website.
Here we are at the National Library for Virtual Manipulatives. Let's multiply 1/2 times 3/4. First, we'll divide our rectangle into fourths. And we want 3/4 shaded. There's 3/4 in blue. Further, we'll divide our rectangle into halves and shade 1/2. There's 1/2 in red. So you can see that there are now 8 total pieces, and 3 of those 8 are shaded purple or double. So 1/2 times 3/4 is equal to 3/8. I hope these models have given you a better understanding of how to multiply fractions. Next up, division. Let's think about division of fractions. Fraction strips will help us understand this concept.
Let's start with a whole number division problem. How many groups of 3 counters can be made from the 12 shown here? There are 4 groups of 3 in 12. 12 divided by 3 equals 4. Let's see if we can use our fraction strips to do something similar with fractions. Let's try this problem. How many 1/6 tiles equal 1/2? 3 1/6 tiles equal 1/2. So 1/2 divided by 1/6 is 3. Let's try another problem. 1/4 divided by 1/8. Start with a 1/4 tile. How many 1/8 tiles equal 1/4? 2 1/8 tiles equal 1/4. 1/4 divided by 1/8 equals 2.
Let's take a closer look at this problem. How did we get 2? If we take a piece smaller than 1 and break it into even smaller pieces, we're going to get more pieces than we started with.
2 equals 8 divided by 4. By working backwards, we can see what has happened. To divide fractions, leave the first fraction the same, change division to multiplication, and flip or take the reciprocal of the second fraction, then multiply. Let's try one more problem. How many 1/4 tiles are there in 2 1s? 8 1/4 tiles equals 2 1s. So 2 divided by 1/4 is 8. Again, we divide fractions by flipping or taking the reciprocal of the second fraction and multiplying.
I hope this video has helped you understand how to multiply and divide fractions. Have fun practicing!